Hi, people. Okay, I'm back for part 2, and today we're going to be doing walker exercises. So I'd like to welcome all of you back to a guide for surviving stroke and brain injury. Today we'll be doing part 2, from a wheelchair to using a walker. This transition took me a long time. Going from a walker to no assistance even longer. Remember, I've been 3.5 years out now, so remember, there's no timeline. Always do these exercises safely with someone there if you can, and do what the therapist tells you always, and don't do anything if you don't feel it's not safe. So, if there's a caregiver, do it with a caregiver present. Physical therapy, obviously they're present, but I didn't have anybody. I had a lifeline. And so it was kind of scary, but I did it because with my lifeline, because I could always just press that button if anything happened to me. And I always had my phone near me, just in case. And I'm doing it in the kitchen, but I usually did it somewhere soft, like the living room where it's carpeted in case I fell, or by a couch or something, so I could always fall back. When I did it in the kitchen, I always had a chair in front of me that I could grab, the counters on each side, and a chair in back in case I needed to sit down, because it's very exhausting doing this. Really is. It didn't happen without many failures. I fail a lot. But failures are ways to know how to do it right. If you don't do it wrong first, how can you ever do it right? So I just kept doing it until I could do it. No ifs, remember? No ifs. And if you're still in a wheelchair phase of things, it's okay. There will be new exercises in time. Don't be hard on yourself if you can't yet. Remember, you got this. You got this. So, my timeline is totally messed up, and some of it feels like it took forever, but some of it did. So, I went from a wheelchair to my walker pretty quickly because, okay, so my son stopped talking to me. He moved out. He wouldn't talk to me, and I don't know why. So one of the things I used to motivate me to get out of the wheelchair into a walker was to go see him at work. He worked at Wendy's at the time, and so I knew I couldn't take the wheelchair and do all that, so I had to get on my walker. So he was one of my major reasons I did this. So thank you, Bobby, if you're listening. I love you and miss you. But after that, I was like, okay, I got this. I'm going to do this. And remember, I couldn't see because this eye was all the way over there. So I had double vision. I still have double vision. Different textures freak me out. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but like, for example, going from a wood floor to carpet, I didn't know what to do. I knew I was scared to cross over. Maybe subconsciously I thought I was going to fall. But the same thing happened with concrete to dirt to asphalt to, it was cracks. They scared me. I didn't know what to do. I just froze. So it was a long process. So whatever your process is, it's okay. Just take your time, do it right, keep doing it until you get it, and it'll happen. And then you go on to phase 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. So just know I believe in you, and you should believe in you, and it'll happen. It will, because I'm living proof. I went from being paralyzed all on my right side to my hand like this, being in a wheelchair, not being able to roll over, to walking and pretty independent now. And I'm going to keep getting better. So, hope you follow this journey. as we really do, because God saved you for a reason. And you just have to figure that out. Okay, so, like I said, safety first. Somebody there, physical therapist, whatever, a lifeline, whatever. But safety first. Your phone, always, always. And do it in an environment. Think ahead. Like, if I fall this way, I can grab onto this. And if I fall this way, I can grab onto this. That's why I had a chair in front of me and back of me. That way, all four sides were covered. If I fell forward, I could grab onto the chair. If I needed to sit or like started stumbling, I could just fall into the chair. So always think ahead. Always think safety first. Always take precautions. Okay, so the first thing I have is lift your walker. So always remember to stand straight like a soldier. Always remember that. Soldiers stand straight with their backs straight and their arms back, and that's what you need to do with your walker. A lot of people use it like this. I did. I'm not going to lie. But I kept telling myself, stand up straight like a soldier. Stand up straight like a soldier, and soon you will. Because you don't want to rely on this. This is just a tool in case you get dizzy, in case you're going to fall, in case you get tired, whatever. But don't lean on it, because it's not made for that. It's only for balance and support. So, and plus two, you can't do these exercises truly bent over, because see how you're limited? So, feet shoulder apart, stand up like a soldier, and lift. So, even if it's just off the ground a little bit, that's progress, because you're strengthening up your affected arm, and you're putting weight on your legs, which haven't had a weight on them for a while. And it also engages your core, because if you stand up straight, you tend to tighten your tummy. So it helps a lot of things. And so in part 3, I'll show you I ditched the walker and I'm using weights. So it's important. So lift your walker and do this as many times as you can. I know it's exhausting, but I did it at the end, 10 times, twice a day. Okay? The next is marching. So again, like I showed you in part 1, the marching in the chair, we're going to do the same thing, but this time you're standing up. So feet shoulder width apart, and the walker is going to be slightly ahead of you, or else you'll bang your knee. Okay? And stand up straight like a soldier and march. So this is helping your hips. It's helping you be able to walk. It's helping your balance. See, I kind of lost it. But you want to lift them up as high as you can, because it's important to strengthen the thigh. That's what you need to do in order to walk by yourself. So I did this as often as I could. I'm not going to lie. Walking without anything was very important to me. So when I would microwave something, while I was waiting for it, I'd hold on to the counter and then march. While I'm cooking, I'd march. While I was waiting for the washer to be done, I'd march. Because I knew this was one step closer to walking on my own. Okay? So the next thing, sorry about my notes, but I don't want to forget anything again. But the next thing is calf raises. So again, shoulder length apart for your legs, for your feet, and straight like a soldier, and you're going to lift up. Now, don't use the walker. Don't put pressure on the walker. It's just there in case you get dizzy, in case you're going to fall. It's just there for support. So again, I put my hands on the walker, but it's just for there just in case. And we did it in part 1. Now we're doing it standing up. And in part 3, we'll do it without a walker. Okay? So see, my hands aren't, they're on the walker, but they're not like holding the walker. You know, in case I fall, then I'll grab it tight and hold on to it. But it's just there for support. And then you're going to go back on your toes, on your heels. So up and back. Up and back. And again, I did this while I was microwaving or waiting for something that I had to stand up for. And I did this 10 times, 2 or 3 times a day. At least 2. Okay. The next are side leg raises. So again, this is just for support. So you're not going to squeeze onto it or hold onto it. And you're going to stand straight like a soldier. Feet are going to be shoulder width apart again. And you're going to see how I lean kind of for this? Because I lost my balance. So it's good to have. Now, at the beginning, it was only like this. Because I wasn't stretching. I didn't use those muscles, you know. So it took me a while to get up to here. But again, straight like a soldier, as much as you can. And then switch. Remember, the walker is just there for support. Not to hold on to, not to lean on to in case you lose your balance or you're going to fall. Okay? Okay, I did that probably about 10 times. I'm not going to lie, probably once a day. But I recommend twice a day, okay? Because that was very hard for me. Okay. The next is going to be swing your legs forward and back. So the first thing you want to do, I'm going to do, is bring the walker closer to me. And I'm going to hold on to it, but not grab it. Okay? And I'm going to do this. This is back. And I do this 10 times on each leg. Okay, and then forward. It's a bit more challenging because again, you're going to have to push your walker a little bit forward, not a lot. Stand up straight and then, now this, it seems I lose my balance more and I use my walker more. But I try to let go. That's one of my things is crushing things with my right hand, but and then your other leg. Always do both. But do your affected leg first. Okay? You did it. You're doing great. I'm so proud of you. Okay. Next is the flamingo stance, which is also in part 3. So, feet, again, shoulder width apart, standing up like a soldier. And you're gonna, again, the walker is just for support. This helps with balance, and it helped me with ankle rolls. I didn't realize my ankle didn't roll until I tried doing this, and I would fall like crazy. So again, it's important to have things beside you, things in front and back of you. I did this holding on to the counter. I can't show you this. Okay? Now, that's not so good, but it's important to get your ankles rolled because in real life, that's what happens. Your ankle rolls to compensate for your balance, and it helps you, honestly. So, again, just using the walker for support. This is called flamingo stance, okay? And do it on both hands. Again, you can do it while you're cooking, while you're waiting for the microwave, whatever. But it's important you do these. I hate these because it reminds me that I don't have balance. So it sucks. But, okay. After that, you want to do sit to stand squats. So, I'm going to get this chair. And you're going to have a chair behind you anyway, remember, for safety first. But sit to stand squats. So, you don't actually want to sit in the chair when you do this. You can start off this way, but you don't want to go all the way down. So you're going to use a walker to pull you up. Remember in phase 1, part 1, we use the standing up with the arms. This is no different. If you want to bring your walk close to you, you can. I have longer arms, so it helps me to have them further out. But this is what you're going to do. You're going to stand up. Okay, get your bearings. That's very important to get your bearings. And then you're going to squat, just like in the chair, but this time, instead of holding on to the wheelchair, you're going to hold on to the walker, okay? Remember, bend at the hips, not your back. And I'm not using the walker, it's just for support. So I don't grip onto it, I don't hold onto it tight, I just use it to squat. Always with your head up, because again, if you look down, for me anyway, I got real dizzy and tended to lean forward and lose my balance. So, but don't sit all the way down. Okay? Okay. Next, our squats. So, the chair goes a little further back and your feet a little wider than the shoulder blade because you really want that balance. For me anyway. Okay? So you're going to do squats but without the assistance of the chair, with it being a little further away. But it's still there in case you need to relax or fall or whatever. Okay? So you're going to remember, try to keep your knees straight, your back straight, and bend at the hips with your head up. And go as low as you can. And yes, it burns your thighs and your butt. Okay, you got that? Okay, next are lunges. I'm going to move the chair even further back because, obviously. Okay, so I usually put it to one side, the walker to one side, and make sure it's not going to go anywhere. So that's important. So it's not going to slide, okay, sideways. So you're going to lunge. And I always put my hand on whatever leg I'm lunging with, just for balance. I don't know if it's right, but I do it. And then I'm going to do that 10 times on that side. And then again, this brace so it doesn't move. Okay, that's lunges. I did that 10 times for about once a day. Okay. Hold the front of your walker and then arch your back as far as it can go. This you're really going to need, if you're dizzy like me, you're really going to need to step into walker. Okay, hold on tight. I'm not exaggerating because I don't know if you have balance issues, but I do. And holding it out too far was just, I couldn't get to a place where I was at, you know what I mean? So this helps me stay grounded. So you want to put your shoulder blades like they're touching and look up and arch your back. And then when you're coming forward, do this very slowly. All of this exercise. But when you come back, you want to bring your elbows out and do this. It's called cat-cows. I don't know why. Maybe because cat does it, but I've never seen a cow do it. But this stretches all the muscle, and I can hear it pop. They get very dizzy coming down. Very dizzy. But see how the walker kept me from falling and going side to side and forward? Because I was holding on to my walker. Okay, very important. Okay, your toes. Okay, I have shoes on, but you get the gist of it. So, just your toes. Nothing else, not the rest of your foot. So you're going to spread your toes like this. I'm doing it, but you can't see it. And I'm going to bring them together and squeeze. And I'm squeezing like this. And spread them apart again. Because not all my toes go apart. And when I bring them up, all of them go up, but they all don't go like this. So spread them apart, go up, and spread them while they're spread, bring them together and squeeze, and then clench them, or flex them, whatever you say. And I can do this sitting down. I don't have to be standing up. But one of the reasons why I included in this is because your toes are your balance. And so if you strengthen up your toes again, hopefully that'll help with your balance. Okay? Okay. The next is waist band resistance, side to side legs. So I gave all my bands to my friend, but I'm going to show you what to do. I hope this works for you. But take a band. It's all connected on all sides. It's about this big. And you put them around. You can tie it so that it gives resistance. Let me try this bungee. So, resistance bands. And see, it gives a little resistance to your legs, stretching. So with your bands around your legs, keep them open so it's, tight on them, and then do your leg exercise. This builds up strength. It's like weights for your legs. So you first do the sides, and then you do the back. And my physical therapist made me do this every time I went. Every time. Again, not holding on to the walker. I just use it for support. See, my leg wants to make circles. I don't know why. and then you do it forward. So try, like me, I'm bending at the hips. You don't want to do that. You want to just use the thigh muscle for everything. Okay, I do that probably 10 times, once a day. Okay, the next are called mini band monster walks. So after you have warmed up on your walker, I should use my walker since this is, but you take mini band monster walks. So it looks like you're Frankenstein. Okay? And I walk around the house with this. I did it as often as I could because it really strengthens up your legs, which you need. Okay? Okay, the next one is 1 foot forward, and then turn your head side to side and up and down. This is also in part 3, but so this I use, you don't think of these things, but when you're crossing the road, I used to have to stop and then turn my head and look and see if the way was clear, and now I'm practicing walking while turning my head. It still makes me very dizzy, but I'm doing it. So, 1 foot ahead. Remember, stand up straight like a soldier. Feet in normal walking position. And this is just for support. Okay, but you're going to turn your head left and hold. This makes me really dizzy still. And then bring it back to center. And then turn to right. And hold. And then bring back to center. Look up. And then look down. Ooh. And then bring back to center. And then do it with the other leg. You want to turn left. Hold. Turn right. Hold. And then look up. And then look down. Oh, that makes me so incredibly dizzy. Sorry, my computer wants to restart right now. Okay. So, this is called the balance beam. I'm going to move the chair out of the way completely. And I'm going to start all the way back here, which I hope you can see this. Okay, so the balance beam walking is, imagine you're on a balance beam. I don't know if many of you did it in gymnastics, but it's the same concept. So it's toe to heel, which makes me really dizzy, see? But you're going to walk like this, hopefully in a straight line. Toe heel, toe heel, toe heel, standing straight up like a soldier, only using your walker for balance and for support. Toe heel and toe heel. Okay? Oh, makes me incredibly dizzy. Now you're going to walk backwards. Okay? And you don't have to do toe heel. Just walk backwards. And then balance beam back to your place where you started. And then backwards walk again and do this 5 times. Okay? Okay. I hope this doesn't sound new agey, but yoga and Tai Chi, those things really help my balance. So I try to incorporate some of those things in my daily exercises. So I just want to show you a couple of things. It's called the Standing Chi Warm-Up. So this is scary, I'm not going to lie, but you can hold on to your walker. But it's there if you need it, okay? So keep it as close to you as you can, but so your hips aren't in the middle, inside, okay? So right here, stand up straight like a soldier, and you're going to hold your hands like you're holding a ball, okay? Okay. So, I'm scared to do this, as you can see. I'm going to move my walker a little bit ahead. Okay, so holding a ball, and you're going to go down like a squat, and then up like you're throwing it. Arms straight out in front of you. Like I said, it's good to have the chair behind you, in front of you, and the counters on the side in case you feel like you're going to fall. Okay? But fingers like you're holding a ball. So this is very coordinated. It's using your arms, your balance, your legs. It's hard. And if you can't do it at first, I couldn't either. It took me weeks before I could do this. And the last one, Infinity Twist, this one is still in progress for me, as you'll see. But, okay, I put my legs out further because I have more balance the further out they are. So for this one, I do it. So it's same as I'm out of breath, as the warm-up. You're going to take that same ball, and you all know what infinity is, right? It's a sideways 8. So you're going to put your feet flat on the ground, because it's very important, but move your head with the ball, okay? So you're going to make a figure 8 on the side, or an infinity symbol. This really helps with balance. I fell over a lot. We'll do it by a couch or something like a chair where you can sit down. And if your balance sucks like mine did, the further apart your legs are, but don't put them out too far because then you can't, move. But I do put them out further than my shoulders. So, for part 3, I'll show you most of these exercises without the walker, with the counter only, and hopefully by myself. So this is how I went from a walker to doing it without any assistance. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed this, hope it helped you, and I will see you soon.